Hello everyone, this is 19th of August 2024 Monday, and this is Terry. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Amethystastrotarot. I'm a practicing astrologer and the tarot reader. So for your request for professional services in chart reading and also tarot reading, you may always contact me through the links in my profile. Start of a new week, and today we will be having full moon in Aquarius, which means that I think it's 1926 UK time. We will have this opposition in the sky. The sun in Leo and the moon in Aquarius will be facing each other. I haven't I haven't posted the technical details of this full moon as a video, because I generally do that, but I have been a bit under the weather, so today I'm making my best effort to make this video. And the only details that I can give is that this full moon in Aquarius is related with the new moon that happened according to the gestation cycle back in 2023, 20th of February. It was in first degree of Pisces, but today's full moon would be in the 27 degrees 15 minutes of Aquarius, and of course the sun would be in the same degree in Leo. So when we think about the full moon, it's about like the completions and sometimes putting an end to some of the things to open place for other useful stuff, which might be more helpful in our journey ahead. Or it can be about, of course, reaching a peak. Like we put some seeds, we make some actions, and this is the time that either things get to an end, a completion, or reaching a peak, and from there it goes down and there would be a reconciliation period, and then a new cycle starts like the moon. It's like it's waxing after the new moon comes to full moon, then it wanes down, and then until the next new moon. And also, with the new moon, after the new moon, this is the halfway. If you think that um, it could be a good time to consider what next in the second half of the journey until the next new moon starts. And it's also a moment of finding a balance, because we have these opposing energies, but at the end of the day, I think the most important thing is finding a balance, and at least trying to find a middle way between our emotional world, uh, which is in general, is symbolized by moon, and our identity and self-expression, which are the symbols of the sun. And so, as the moon will be in Aquarius, we might think of us having sense of security when we are more distant, and we might need this sense of community, collective energy. But that may not mean that we have to be in close contact with the members. There is this dilemma of I want to be involved within the groups without getting involved. And as Sun is in Leo, our self-expression may come across as confident, creative, authentic, and being fun and performing, especially when there is recognition at the end of the tunnel. But of course, in this full moon, we will have lots of actors when we look at the full moon chart, which I won't put, I will just talk about it. And there are other interesting points, but I wouldn't want to get anything um, uh, very much technical and using too much jargon. I like writing down these dialogues. The conversations between the moon and the sun during the full moon. And for this time, I wrote down something between Aquarius moon and Sun in Leo. And so let's start with the Aquarius moon. It's all about the collective. I need to do more for the society so I can feel emotionally secure and fulfilled. However, I'd better remind myself not to lose that distance and set my boundaries well. And then the Sun in Leo starts. I believe that I also sometimes feel this sense of distance, but in a different way. I know that I'm somewhere at the top, getting recognized, but at the same time, I'm in a continuous battle with the rest, continue to be the one. Maybe I can find another way or some partners to support me, which could ignite my creative, authentic self. Maybe we can help each other in finding a balance. What do you say? This could be the feeling of this full moon between the Leo and Aquarius, and I later had more musings about this, and I wrote down something else. It's like because Leo, I mean, it's the sign of Leo also is directly associated with the heart. So I have written down like sometimes the heart speaks to tell the world who we are, which is the Sun in Leo. And sometimes the mind speaks to tell the world how we feel. That would be the moon in Aquarius because Aquarius is an air sign and it's more about the mind rather than the heart. So can the heart and mind come together and reach a consensus for our own selves and for the collective? Which also reminded me the famous monologue from As You Like It from Shakespeare. It's like that goes that all the world is a stage and we are merely, all the men and the women are merely the players on the stage. It goes something like that. I'm like, I didn't write it word by word, but it's like in that sense, there's something very much personal, but at the same time, very collective feeling in that monologue. So I think that this reflects this full moon as well. And as both the Aquarius and the Leo are fixed signs, there can be this feeling of having consistency, but at the same time having a level of inertia as things are good in the way they are. It's like give me a very good reason to move and change my position. And I have talked about the sky because there are really interesting patterns and aspects, and I have spoken about most of it before again in my YouTube channel in another video, which I can put the link in the description part. But I think when we look at the full moon chart, there are lots of context, of course, with the chart. But I believe that one of the important thing is like the there's a that's the only jargon I would say that the fixed T square that is where the Uranus is at the top, Uranus in Taurus. And also we have to think that Mercury is retrograde at the moment and it's just hand in hand with the sun and opposing the uh, moon, and especially I'm making in a bit conflicting aspect with the Uranus as well. So I think that that's the reflection part, rethinking part, reevaluating part of this full moon as well. So I mean, it's like when we get this Uranus like at the top, and then the parts go Sun, Moon, and with the Sun also Mercury, we can think about like uh, any sudden change, surprise that come through Uranus uh, might be causing or leading to both inertia and resilience at the same time. No, and sometimes our mind and our heart would like to travel to different directions, no, because they are not in sync, as we see in the tarot chariot card, like the black horse and the white horse. But however, maybe we should be forced to put these opposing energies together so that we can continue for the real path we are supposed to take. So what would force us then? No, it's like I want to go in different directions. Something has to put us, and I think then who is the charioteer? No, the symbol of eccentricity, originality, innovation, and also revolution. Uranus comes and probably will say that would be me. This might really give some us the wake up call when the Uranus is there and the chance to benefit this full moon the most, despite of possible few hiccups and resistance in the sky. But isn't it the case? I mean, like someone pushes or tries to rein us, we stand up, we push back, we get more resilient and more powerful at the end of the day. And also, I mean, it's like what is going on with the other actors in the sky. We can say that the mental barrier, which is the Mars in Gemini, is giving full support to our inner voice, which is the moon. And the mentor, the teacher, which is the Chiron, is also telling us that it can help us with the past learnings, wisdom that it has. It's also more in the reflection period at the moment since it's retrograde. If necessary, will be the bridge for us between the past and the future. Why bridge? Because Chiron, its position in the sky is like between Saturn and Uranus, and this Aquarius moon is also correlated by Saturn and Uranus. I mean, like it's actually disposited by the Saturn and Uranus. So, as I said, the legendary Mercury retrograde in Leo that is in again tight contact with the sun and the moon, to think twice, especially when it comes to creative thinking or authentic way of communication and being confident in articulation, etc. So again, one kind of jargon that I can say that there is this fact of that uh, that five planets, traditional planets and luminaries, are either in fixed signs or mutable signs. So there's no cardinal modality. So it's like, in a way, either we are flexible, welcoming change, or not. But however, there might be a front runner like a dynamo missing in that sense. So, but I believe that this might be a reason for us to work harder to create this leader, initiator in hidden somewhere inside us. It's there, and reach out while supporting with this consistency and adaptability coming through fixed and mutable placements respectively. I think that's the important message that is coming through this full moon as well. And interestingly, August full moon is traditionally called the sturgeon moon, according to Farmer's Almanac, and it's named after prehistoric fish that serve as an abundant food source for the North American Indians. And also, this is the, I think, first of one of the super moons that will be continuing in the following months. And also, it's the famous blue moon that is in the saying once in a blue moon. I think that's the period that instead of, I think, 12 full moons, there is a 13 one, and this is the blue moon that happens, and it's once in a blue moon. It's shows its rarity. So I believe that this full moon may be about finding that balance between our authentic self and what kind of emotional contribution we could make for the society in certain areas of our lives. So we have to know where the actually Aquarius and Leo are in our natal charts, the houses, so we can think about the areas of lives that can areas of our lives that could be impacted through this full moon. Of course, we can look at the other fixed signs, which are Scorpio and Taurus as well. And we need to keep in mind that despite of the resistance, in some parts of the sky, we work hard, we can come out of this energy in a more powerful way. We are not called to move fast. Sorry. We are not called to move fast, to make any fast decisions. Maybe not to move forward right away, while we are being asked to reflect on and reconsider a lot of things thanks to this full moon in the sky. I wish everyone a lovely full moon in Aquarius, and I wish all the best. Hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.